What's up?
Waiting on you.
Me?
Joking. I'm joking.
I was working. I was at my second job.
Yes.
So what's going on?
I got nothing going on. John's been over here trying to rile me up before we get on the show here. I was watching the intro. I have pieced together a little 10-minute video of our time at the circuit.
Yeah.
I am planning to put the wraps on that pretty quick, but as we were watching the intro, I noticed a couple more things I want to add into that video because there's a couple clips on the intro that I really need to put on there.
Yeah. It's a pretty good video.
It's not bad. I felt okay with it. There was about 15 to 20 minutes of us talking while we were at the hotel in Branson, and we're on a learning curve here, and I could not use any of the audio that was on those videos. It was just we had a TV going in the background. We had
well, hey, let's be honest. We didn't plan that.
We didn't plan that. No,
we were sitting like, hey, we're sitting here talking. Let's get the camera out. You know, we had. I think we had any intention on using any of that conversation.
But some of it is so good. I mean, it really captures the personality of we'll say John, for instance, Mr. Doherty. There's a scene in there where he absolutely cracks up at himself. And I really wish I could use that section of the video because he cannot stop laughing. And he's literally looking at me going, cut.
It don't work like that. We don't cut. I don't know.
But we learned
cut later.
Yeah.
We learned we need I need a better microphone. You can't use I've always made fun of those guys who have like a gimbal mount for their GoPro.
You need one of them bad.
Turns out they have one of those for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't rattle.
Parts of that where it was bouncing and all we could hear was you breathing.
Yes.
So we need one of those mounts and one of the fuzzy things to go over the microphone.
Yeah.
Fuzzy deal.
Yeah, big fuzzball on the top.
Yeah.
Bo, you been busy?
No, not at all. Yes, I've been busy. I like it.
So we've been meaning to bring this up on the last couple shows. One of your top secret projects is done.
Oh yeah.
I thought we brought that
I wish I'd have put the pictures in the slides, but I did not.
No. One of the top secret projects was the Crusheroo. That's the one.
Oh yeah.
That's the one we talked about.
Okay.
The other top secret project was a cuckoo bird for a restaurant that sits outside next to it. If you're not from around here, it's not as cool. If you're from around here, you get it. You know what I mean? Or if you're a big Route 66 enthusiast, people stop. So at one point in time, there were 200 cuckoos across the United States, right?
No kidding.
From what I understand, there was a lot of them on 66. The Wayland's cuckoo here in Miami is the very last cuckoo still open. So he's got 3 of these little fiberglass cuckoo birds. One's up on the building, and then there's one on either side of the building where you pull up from the drive-through. And I was fortunate enough to get asked to refinish one of those. Not a complete not a restoration, but hey, this is looking rough. Just make it less rough. I think I exceeded that. I think it looks pretty good. But I didn't realize I was able to talk about it until someone called me and said, hey, one of our close buddies that knew that I was doing it said, hey, man, did you get that bird done? And I said, yeah. He said, there's people over here taking pictures of it right now. So I said, really? So I went by Cuckoo, and we stopped and took pictures of it too. So pretty cool. There's a lot of people that when they're traveling 66, they stop at Cuckoo and take pictures.
It's true.
That's funny.
It's a super normal thing. So now I'm like, oh, there's going to be a lot of people take pictures of my bird. So
you're telling me I could have got fried mushrooms and a chocolate shake anywhere along Route 66 at one point?
I don't know if it were all along Route 66, but I think there was a lot of them. Oh, 66.
Man,
yes.
that's disappointing to know that's gone.
Yep, just one more. The last one, Miami. Like I said, if you're not from around here, it's not as cool. I know there's a lot of pictures of it out that I sent you guys or whatever. Fro said he failed and didn't load any of them up. So
I did, but that does give me an opportunity. Do you want me to point out your Facebook page, sir?
Oh, I don't care.
So if you want to go look at the bird, what is the Facebook page the bird is on?
It's Pickard's Performance Coatings. It's a new thing. I've been talking about doing it for a while. And my wife has encouraged me recently to just go for it, you know. And I'm not quitting my 9 to 5, nothing like that.
He's no quitter.
No. But I do a lot of side work. I do a lot of side projects, and I like doing the weird stuff, right? Like the cuckoo bird and whatever random things. I would rather paint motorcycles, to be honest with you, every day. Because I can get a motorcycle start to finish in a week. I can't do that with cars. I don't want to paint cars all day, every day. That sucks. I lose interest, and I love painting, and I love doing all this stuff, but I got to have stuff. What's it called? Instant
variety.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification is what I got to have. I got to have progress quickly. So
yeah,
there's some pictures of the stuff. Some of the things that I've Cerakoted on there. There's pictures of Devin's monster truck. There is another project on there that I haven't posted pictures of yet because we're still waiting on. Well, I can say we're still waiting on Hot Wheels to come out with the cars for this vehicle before I can post pictures of it. Right. So they haven't unveiled this other vehicle that I painted yet because of that. They're waiting on Hot Wheels. But so, like I said, some of the small things that I've Cerakoted and just played with and stuff. I haven't posted everything up yet. I'm going to kind of gradually, post up something every week or every other week, something like that. But we'll see what happens. Either I'll get more business or I won't. Either way, whatever.
Shop update proportion of the show now brought to you by Pickard Performance Coatings.
Yeah.
Our latest sponsor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Crap, I owe you guys money.
Yeah. I'll check the mail.
If it's $1 every time I say it, don't worry. We're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah. Check the mail, John. See how that works out for you. I think you know.
Yeah. Ain't shit in there.
Yeah, the guy that I'm supposed to send a sticker to. Ask him too. I still haven't done that. Sorry, man. I'm a failure.
Oh,
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have to sweeten the pot. Because
man, when I sent that one out, it was the same thing, man. It took me forever because I kept forgetting. And you got so much crap going on right now that there's really like when does anybody have time? Dude. So we will get the sticker to you, I promise.
I'll sweeten the pot. I'll send something else with it.
We literally saved stickers specifically for this.
I'm off. I'm taking off Thursday and Friday, my regular full-time job. I'll make a point to. I'm going to put it in my notes right now. So anyway,
he's making a note.
I think it's funny when one of these fancy YouTubers posts some stuff on YouTube, and I'm a comment troll, so I'll be down there trolling the comments, and somebody will be up in there going, "Hey, when am I getting my swag back? It's been 3 months." Totally unrelated. Totally not shit to do with what's going on there. Like, I think Swanstrom and Jimmy Dale are possibly the worst.
Yeah.
Admittedly so.
Yeah.
They're like, you can order some stuff and you'll get it eventually.
Dude, it's funny. Listen to Jimmy Dale. He'll be like, yeah, order you some stuff. I'll get it to you eventually.
Yeah. At some point, you're going to get that shirt. Don't order something and then move.
So
you're ordering it from those guys.
Real quick, speaking of shirts, so my wife, who is full of good ideas, when we came up, and this has been a couple months ago, we came up with the whole Pickard's Performance Coatings, right? Trying to come up with a name and whatever. And she nailed it. I have a slogan. It's you down with PPC? Yeah, you know me.
Unless you're over 30, you're not going to know what that means. So yeah, that works.
Well, I can't cite the artist on that.
I love it. John, what have you been up to?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been that good.
John and Bo have similar problems. They haven't taken time to relax in the last few weeks.
No.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know what I've done and not done or not covered here.
Yeah.
Like since race week, I pulled the rear end out of the car because I had a cracked ladder bar bracket. That was fancy.
That's fixed now.
Yeah, it was the one that the diagonal link hooks to. So I think the lateral movement there was just got her worked loose. So pulled that out, boxed that, welded everything back up. Looks horrible, but it worked. I just got to not think about it.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Got that back in. I don't know that I've done much else. Drained my transmission twice.
Yeah, what a weird thing.
Yeah. If I drained my transmission for like, I just took the plug out and let it drain for like, I don't know, the whole day last Sunday. And then put the plug back in like 6-8 hours later. This weekend, fast forward a week, go to pull the pan off. How much fluid do you think's in that pan?
I mean, there's going to be a little bit on the very bottom that doesn't go up.
Probably 2 quarts.
2 quarts? You would say 2 quarts?
Yep.
No. Well, I know the answer.
He's really swinging for it, but it was full.
I wouldn't. That pan doesn't leak. Okay, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It is a good pan. You guys been watching the Big Block Bob videos to see if he unleashes the secret yet?
I'm not going to be a liar, so I'm going to say no, I haven't.
I'm not lying either because I haven't had much screen time lately.
Well, me too.
I haven't seen the secret, but I did discover that Big Block Bob and I have some similarities. He's a Hooters guy too.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's also out of breath.
Oh man, you know I can kick you off whenever I want, right?
I know.
I just go down here and I hit a button and you're gone.
And you're back.
Just like that.
There he is. Yeah.
No, he was talking about how they tried to get to a Hooters in like Fort Worth, and they were having starter issues. They were having overheating issues. They got to Hooters and it was closed.
Man.
Yeah.
Like for the night or just closed down? Well, I mean,
I don't know. He didn't really elaborate on that.
My thing is, I don't know what people do, like what their secrets would be.
No way.
No way.
Crazy.
I kid. I'm joking.
Yeah. That's,
it was right there staring at me, and I had to do that.
Hey, I can't wait someday to have that going on. But I think even who are we kidding? Even when I start spraying my car, I'll probably do my drag and drive business in the NA class. It's just,
you think it's gonna be more consistent in A?
I don't know. I think it's
or you just know
in my pea brain, because I'm not very smart. It's kind of baller.
Hey, whatever.
It is what it is. It's
If
So
we've learned anything from this show, people, it's take everything John says with a grain of salt.
One tiny little grain.
One tiny little grain. Because it's a good chance that if that car does really well on the bottle, it's going to stay on the bottle.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
Hey, after knowing what my car does on the bottle, I don't even want to start it without the bottle in there. I don't want to drive it. Just kidding. It's fine.
Just to make Doherty happy, I put about 300 miles on the car. So you can kiss my ass.
The whole thing, huh?
Yeah, the whole thing. Not some of it. All of it.
See, normally in the past, Fro would have said you find the fattest part, and that's what you kissed.
The fattest part of my ass.
He ain't gonna say the baldest part. Like 300 miles, that's cute. It's nowhere near the 1,300 miles and 20 quarter-mile passes, but it's a start.
Dang it.
Somebody said I don't drive my car. I drove it. Shut up.
Good job driving.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm following the rules of the show. We promote each other. Dang it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to drive
because we like it, even when it's hot.
I can't wait for Bo to start driving his car either.
Whew. One of these days. One of these days, boys. It's gonna happen.
I think we're finally making some headway on that one.
We're
yeah,
closing in on it.
Yeah. I mean, I was here, and I'm like here.
Yeah.
Maybe here. Maybe here.
All measurements on
way tighter than
yeah.
2 weeks ago. It was like out here.
Yeah. I went through and deleted
really narrowing in.
I went through and deleted a whole bunch of data logs today that I decided that I'm never going to have to look at again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look
My
at
eyes hurt.
those.
Yeah. There's no reason for it. It's getting better. It'll be all right. So, anyway, speaking of drag and drive stuff.
Oh, hold on.
We have a conversation about something to do with drag and drive tonight.
We're now exiting the shop update brought to you by Pickard Performance Coatings.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
That's John's line, but that's all I could think of. Ka-chow.
All right.
PPC, yeah, you know me.
If you're into shop updates, visit PPC.
Yeah, go to the Facebook page and check it out. Give it a like.
Give it a like. Give it a share if you're tickled.
Yeah, give it a share.
Speaking of,
if you need something done, get a hold of me.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like that guy on Instagram. Holla.
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 So,
all right, sorry.
Rocky Mountain Raceweek gasser class rules have changed. This sparked a bit of an argument with me and John, and I'm going to roll with it.
Gasser class rules got brought up in the past week on the Facebook, and Bro's head exploded because he just don't understand.
For one reason, though. Let's just call it as one reason, one car.
It's not necessarily one car.
It's Mr.
Is it a man crush or a car crush?
It's a man crush. It's okay.
Man, I don't know. That's a good question.
Man, it's a kind of a guy crush for you. It's fine. Steve Mignante.
Steve Mignante is. I don't care what y'all say. That dude is a wealth of information.
Nobody has said anything different.
No,
at all.
Sure is. What he didn't do though is build a car that fits the class rules for the gasser class.
Yeah,
but it is a gasser.
I think.
Agreed.
So going off the new gasser rules for 2025 for Rocky Mountain Raceweek, they did make some changes. I didn't read the original rules, so I'm not real sure what those changes are. I'm hoping somebody else did. But going through and reading the rules, they're trying to make it to where more people can be in this category. And that's what John was arguing with me about last night. and I understand, but at the same time, I don't understand. Like, I feel like, go ahead.
That's understandable.
I feel like certain cars, and what we were discussing was when all the rules were brought up and we were talking about them, one of the cars that I think should fit into those rules would be the Funny Fairmont, which was built by Steve Magnante. Technically, it would not fit in those rules because it is a distributorless car. But I think, honestly, if you went to the rules committee, aka I believe Matt Frost,
Yep.
I believe you could get that car into the gasser class.
I agree with that. As long as he didn't get put in front of a car that fit the rules to a T.
Right.
That's only fair, man.
That's
only fair. That's why the rules are there.
I believe that last post basically said we're going to open it up 15 spots.
Yep.
And we're going to, if you don't fit all the rules, you can, what was it? Like, if you don't have
I'll pull it up.
If you don't have five of the items, I've got it pulled up on my phone. If you don't have five, there are certain things that they will allow to pass as long as you have 5 of the other items on the list.
Yeah.
So of those items on the list, steer tires have to be 6 inches wide or less. No modern wheels, no bead locks, no wing unless you are the Winged Express. Slicks only on rear, no radials. And then it starts getting into the intake. You're still on mute, Bo.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop you real quick. What John was getting at real quick before you continue. All good stuff. Good stuff. Hold on. But hold on. What John was saying was, this is a class will have 15 spots that will not need to do regular sign up once they're filled. You will need to try and sign up during regular registration. Cars that check all the boxes will get first choice at the spots. You'll need to send me a picture of the car to get one of these spots. Oh, crap. He says, if you think you have a car that fits the class, that isn't what I've listed, but think it would have fit in the days, send me a picture. Okay, that's weird.
And what your argument is.
No. Okay.
Basically, if you think it fits the class or spirit of the class, send a pic, send the specs. If it more so fits the spirit of the class than one of the other 15, cool. But if you've got what is this, a Fairmont with a Coyote?
It's a Fairmont with a 4.6 Cobra motor.
A Fairmont with a 4.6 Cobra motor. And they're 15 guys that had a conventional big block, small block Chevy, Ford, Dodge, or Hemi, whatever, Dodge,
yes,
whatever.
Hemi.
You're not going. Those may not be faster cars. They might not be better cars, but
they fit the class.
They fit the class. They didn't have to use stipulations to get in.
I understand what you're saying. I still feel like this particular batch of rules is almost a recipe for disaster. Because I think there's going to be some people who get butthurt over this. And I understand. Trust me, everybody. John threw this in my face last night. If it's against the rules, it's against the rules.
Yeah.
That's why we have rules.
Yes.
I understand. I totally get that. But I still feel like this is a recipe for butthurt. I think this is a recipe for people getting irritated because of certain things.
There's no car that don't fit the rule set of A class.
I agree.
If you bring what you think is a gasser and it has a Coyote with a Whipple, and they say, hey, you're supposed to have things like a distributor and not a Coyote with a Whipple. Just go run the 10-0 class or go run the whatever other class you fit. Get in where you fit in. If you don't fit, don't try to change the rules to do so.
And I said
They've
this
they've already went, here's the door. We're going to open this deal. Come on in.
Are we
don't
ever
try to change it even more?
Are we ever going to see people build a modern version of a gasser? Because here's the deal. I like looking at gassers. I think they're really cool. There's rich in history and, you know, whatever. I don't want one. I've never, ever wanted to build a gasser. Ever. Not even close. Yeah, you're that kind of guy. I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think they're awesome. I love them. I really do. I just don't want one. With that being said, it would be kind of cool to see a modern gasser roll up. You know what I mean? With a Coyote with a Whipple and all the fancy suspension stuff and sensors and make it work really well. You know what I mean?
And the Fairmont, to an extent, would be that car because the year cutoff on gasser class is 1970. That Fairmont would be an 80, 81, 82, somewhere around there. So it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit because of the body and the lack of a distributor. But like that would be your modern version of a gasser. Unless you somehow went in and altered the wheelbase and put a straight axle under a Fox body Mustang.
Just raise the front end of your
3 inches.
Raise the front end of your Mach E 3 inches and go gasser that deal. I mean, come on. I want my Fairmont in there, but it's 15 years too new, and it has a motor that's even 15 years newer.
A Coyote.
And
30 years newer.
You're just got all the ands. You're all ands and butts over there.
It's like I said, I want to run in a small block, but I want to have nitrous on my car. So just let me have a little bit of nitrous in that small block, the NA class. We're good.
Just a little bit, just a tickle.
Single plate, it'll be fine.
Which brings us to our next point.
And what is our next point?
Bro don't understand cubic inches either.
We're going to argue all night. We're going to roll with this.
I can't wait. It's going to be like old times. I'm about to take my shirt off.
Bo, you weren't privy to this. So
I'm halfway there.
When we were in the pre-show confrontation, as I'm calling it, he's already on the phone with somebody else. Good Lord. That man's a busy man, y'all. I don't think you know this. So when he gets back, you can ridicule him with the same thing that we had an argument because somebody posted up on one of the Facebook posts. I believe the exact wording was, can you run a 427 big block in the small block class? Yes, you can.
Why?
Because it's under the 434 cubic inch restriction.
It's still a big block.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. John's like, no, it's not a big block because the rules state that if it's below 434 cubic inches.
Okay, then they need to change the verbiage and say go by cubic inch instead of small block, big block.
Well, and that's what I was talking to him about. I said, man, if they would change the wording to where they say, well, it has to be this block structure and this cubic inches in order to fit into this class. According to him, and he's right, 434 cubic inch, it's a small block. 435 cubic inch, it's a big block. But the guy literally said in the comment, it's a big block Chevy 427. You said big block, but it is legal to run it in the small block class.
So to me, that's just a small cubic inch big block. The 434 is a big cubic inch small block. It's still a big block. In my opinion, it shouldn't be allowed. But I don't make the rules. I don't have an event, so whatever. You got to play by the rules that are given to you. So the event or whatever it was said that 427 could be in the small block class.
Well, and this was a question posed to
it was just a question. Okay.
To Rocky Mountain Raceweek.
Okay.
To Matt Frost.
So what was the answer? What was the rule?
The answer was yes, depending on the rules of the event that you are participating in.
Okay.
There are events that only limit you based on cubic inches, and there are events that limit you on block structure and cubic inches.
Okay.
And that's where the argument started with me and Doherty tonight. Is I don't. This goes right back to. This goes right back to a lot of things that I've been kind of arguing with you guys about, because there are certain rules to me that just don't make any damn sense. One of those rules is if it's a big block structure, how can you call it a small block and race it in the small block class? John?
It's just what they call it.
But
it's literally just what they call. They could call it the black shirt class and the white shirt class. And if you show up with a blue shirt on and you have a 427-inch big block Chevy, you're still a white shirt. And if you have a 454 cubic inch small block Chevy, you're still a black shirt. Both of those combos exist. If you're a 340 big block Dodge, is that a real thing?
I was gonna bring up the Dodge things. I know.
Yeah, it's a real thing. A 340 big block. I think those guys are silly for calling it a big block. I'll say it. I don't know Dodge things. But are they going to race in the big block class? Maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, I guess like you just said, they can name it whatever they want, but basically they're going off cubic inch. They're not going off a block structure. They're not, you know what I mean? So whatever.
You can call your block whatever you want to call your block.
So
it all depends on how many cubic inches you got, whether you're a big block or a small block. That's what the cutoff is.
So because I'm the small child stumbling into a conversation that's way above my head, why even call it a big block or small block class? Why not just call it by cubic inches if a big block can run as a small block or a small block can run as a big block?
Class names are silly. Class names are silly all over the place.
Unless it's an index class.
I don't even care what you call the class. You can call the class guy with no left arm class, and we're going to let guys in if they got both arms all day long, if they fit the rules.
Not a builder's brawl. He's going to shift. So is there no inherent advantage?
Shift in his mouth.
It's on the steering wheel.
Is there no inherent advantage between a big block and a small block?
I mean, what's the inherent advantage in anything once you get past horsepower? Weight.
That is true. So the big block would be heavier.
Yeah. If you want to run a big block Chevy that's 427 cubic inches in the small block class, swing for it, brother.
It makes no sense to me.
No, it makes perfect sense. It's just going off a cubic inch. It's just
it's just what they call it. It's like the daily driver class. I mean, them cars in the daily driver class at these
run 850s,
run 850s, and are not going to be a daily. You're not going to drive that deal to work and back.
Hey, Jimmy
not
Dale
a daily
said on
driver. It's a car you could drive each day. It's not very far.
Hey, Jimmy Dale said on his videos, "I've just been out puppy kicking everybody in the daily driver class."
Yeah, because they made a rule set that an 850 car fits in
Yeah.
and called it daily driver.
Well, he's not the only one bringing. There's other higher
Oh,
caliber
yeah.
cars than his.
Oh,
in
yeah.
in that class.
That's my point. It's full of cars that
I need to get caught up on all my YouTube channels. I'm behind. Too
I'm
busy.
just making this up as I go.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I was a little bit late getting in tonight because I was watching Pudding
Pudding.
just for John.
I watch Puddin whenever I've watched everything else. You know what I mean? And I like Puddin. Don't get me wrong, but his videos are always hour and a half, 2 hours. You gotta really
Bottom
have
of
some.
the list still.
And I like having him playing in the garage when I'm working in the garage, so I don't have to watch every second of it. I can listen and look up when I want to.
Fall asleep under the car.
Nah, I like Puddin.
He busted out a ka-chow tonight, and I was like, oh, that's why John hates him.
I think if we get John and
my
Puddin together,
lines.
I think if we get John and Puddin together, they'd actually hit it off and be cool with each other.
I think you're right.
Huh. We'll see. I hate him.
I don't hate. I'm not a hater. I don't hate a lot of people.
So
I'm kidding.
to start one more Dragon Drive fight here, and then we'll move on to upcoming events. We talked on the last show about new muscle.
For all of you that don't know, new muscle is when you want to go get a beer or take a leak.
So we talked about new muscle, and I voiced my opinion on new muscle, and there were a couple comments on YouTube, and I hope we properly addressed some of the comments that were on there. I would like to do this in a drag and drive setting here. Do you guys believe it is fair to set a car loose that will generate a consistent 1250 with traction control, with launch control, with everything that's in the car, release that on the 1250 class, and would it still be as fun for everybody else in the 1250 class knowing that that car is, with the proper driver, basically fail-proof?
I just got to say good luck.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah. He sponsored our
Shop talk.
our shop update.
Shop
portion of the show. I don't even know what the hell you sponsored at this point. He gave us some money. Now he gets to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it's that easy.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on this because you still got to be consistent, and I don't care.
You
if
still got to do your thing. You still gotta like. I think what this might be coming from, as we might or might not be a little bit of trolls on the different forum. What was it? The 13.0 class number 1 and 2 was the Mach-E. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes.
They figured out you take off, you hammer down at 91 miles an hour. You get off that quiet pedal. And the car decelerates to the quarter mile where you cross the line at 13.0 something. They still had to hit it at the same rate every time and come off it at the same rate every time. Is it easier? Cool. Is there also a 60-year older Mustang with multiple shift lights strapped to the column, working for the same goal? Yeah. Did they have a shift light? No.
You're really working that steering wheel.
They're sawing on that deal because they got no steering.
They're having way more fun, I guarantee it.
I guarantee it.
That's what that's what it boils down to for me. Is I'm sorry, like much respect to the people who won or whatever.
Yeah.
That's gotta be boring. I mean it does.
For me, I don't disagree. That's why that's planning big plans for 666 in October in the Fancy Nova. You know how much grief I get with people going, man, you can take your wife's car on that deal? No. Why would I do that? I want to have fun, and this is what's fun for me.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole nother horde of people that this is not fun. Like, this is on the bottom half of fun. Like, it's the opposite of fun. It sucks. They would rather ride in the Challenger.
Do you think we're ever going to see with how Drag and Drive has blown up the last few years and how there's been so many events? Are we going to see a split in events more geared toward that? Are they going to have an all EV Drag and Drive?
Man, that'd be a quiet event.
I know. You could just do it right.
More ways than one.
I mean, do you think or new muscle, not just EV, but
to answer that question to a certain extent, Holly is already doing an all EV event called High Voltage.
Really?
And there are guys showing up with Tesla swapped square body Chevys. They're like it's not an event we care about, so we've
just out of curiosity, when was that event?
I don't recall.
Nobody knows.
And how many people showed up?
17.
I don't know.
Also, nobody knows.
17, which is almost the same amount of people who showed up to a Dragon. Never mind. I'll shut up.
Almost the same amount of people who watch our show.
Yeah.
Almost the same amount of people that showed up to Midwest Dragons.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I know I could read your mind. I don't like this cat. He reads minds.
I'm looking it up right now to see when it was.
Oh, I can't wait to know that information. I bet you $100 I don't remember it in the morning.
Funny story.
I'm not even going to try to store it.
It was last weekend.
Really? Let me search my. Yep, not a damn thing.
But I'm just saying, like Bo was saying, are we reaching that point to where we're gonna have like all EV Drag and Drive?
Well, because
I don't know, but we already have events geared towards them.
Well, here's the deal. I don't want to go to an event that is mainly 13-second cars or mainly EV cars. That's not what I'm into. I love that people show up to them now, and there's a variety of different cars and different. I love that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying there's not room for those people. That's not what I mean at all. Just to be clear, I love the variety. I love all the different cars out there. But how many? Bear with me. How many 13-second cars were at Rocky Mountain Raceweek?
Oh man, a list
12 and 13-second cars in those two classes. That was the majority of the people there.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's a certain amount of coolness that those are the cars that those people drive every day. Like that's their hot rod. They drive to work and they take their kids to school and they go drag race it. And that's awesome.
Absolutely.
I love it. That's so cool. That's not what I want to see.
Now,
I think they should limit it to so many per class.
It is, and it ain't.
90 people in the 13-0 class. It gets very boring. Sorry, it's a crappy opinion. I've said this before.
No, I'm just gonna throw one word out there. You're a hypocrite.
Why? Why?
So is John.
Why?
Because when I talked about new muscle, you guys were basically of the same opinion. Like, and even the commenter on YouTube, said, each person has the right to bring their car to the car show.
100%.
I absolutely agree, as long as it fits the rules. Rules are rules, and they're there for a reason, Fro.
Hold on. What I want to get to the hypocrite part. What makes me hypocrite?
Because there was a certain amount of disdain for the fact that I don't like new muscle. I just don't. It's not my thing. I don't enjoy it. This is no different than what both of you guys have said about EVs tonight.
That's fine. I would rather drive my old shit box than an EV or
absolutely.
New muscle. But
yeah, 100%.
Now, if I had to choose between EV or new muscle, I'm going new muscle all day. even though those EV cars are stinking fast, man, they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think I'm just half jealous, to be honest with you.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is what you guys are doing is exactly what I was trying to do last week. I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody. I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. It's just not my thing. It's not something that I enjoy.
You come off much more abrasive, though.
I do.
Yeah.
I know that. I don't know how to turn that off. I've tried to find the switch. It is nowhere external. I'm pretty positive it's nowhere internal.
I don't know what you're looking for, but it's a little bit to the left.
Like we bag on new muscle a little, bag on EV a little more than new muscle.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
In front of Tesla.
Is like, and I've been in Shanda's Challenger before and got my ass handed to me by a freaking Tesla that looked like a prophylactic. Just walks off and leaves you sitting there. But you know what? That guy was having fun. That guy was doing car stuff. I don't really care. I'm not a Ford guy. I don't Ford.
Yeah.
But my kid bought a Ford, whatever that deal is. It's got a turbo. It makes little noises. I don't care. He's into cars. He's into something besides crack cocaine.
Yeah. Listen, like I said a while ago, I love that they're there. They're a part of the event, and they're out doing it. All I'm saying is that I don't want to go to an event where it's 95% that. That's all I mean. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah, it would be really rough though. It would be. I don't know.
I'm also not going to go watch a soccer game because I don't like soccer. So,
oh man,
why would I do that?
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying anything different, but just like you said, it probably came off more aggressive or more abrasive because I don't know how to not do that.
I think that's where we get to pick all kinds of things as Americans.
America.
What's the last movie you went and watched? Was it the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
I have a 7-year-old daughter. Be careful.
Oh, okay, that don't count. I mean, I'm just saying you can go watch whatever movie you want to watch. You don't have to go to a Chiefs game. You can go to a Raiders game. You can go to whatever football game you want. You can go watch whatever you want. There's some of these dragon drives where they're trying to shove it into, we want a bunch of fast fellers. We don't want a bunch of 11, 12, 13-0 class dominant field.
3 months ago, I'm like, I can't even go to 666. My car's not fast enough. Now I'm like, oh, these cars are too slow, or they're EV. I don't like it.
I mean, go wherever. You can go watch whatever you want. That's all I'm getting at.
No.
There's a shoe for every foot, I guess.
And to kind of put a wrap on that point, that's all I was trying to say when I was dogging on your muscle on the last show. Everybody's allowed to do whatever they want. It's just not my cup of tea.
But
not everybody likes 4-doors either.
Yeah, not everybody likes 4-doors.
Yeah. If it was your cup of sweet tea, you're probably not in an EV. probably in an old school hot rod.
You are probably right.
Green tea, maybe you're in a EP. New muscle, I'm guessing you're hitting the Starbucks on the way to work.
So I'm getting some 7 brew.
Equal opportunity offender.
Oh, all right. Well,
We
look
are
at the
losing.
chubby guy. I bet he drives some of the carburetor.
I don't know if any of my slides are going to be worth a damn tonight.
They're probably
But
not.
Speaking of stuff that John would do, we do have an upcoming event in your area.
Cruising Lindbergh.
So what is Cruising Lindbergh?
Lindbergh is the old school Maine cruising, like you go dragging Maine in St. Louis, it ain't Maine, it's Lindbergh. That's where it's at. If you want to hang out with the hot rod guys, you're going to want to hit the Walgreens parking lot for sure. If you want to hang out with the squatty truck guys, you're going to want to be down by Richline. They got great big wheels with not enough rubber. If you want to like import / new muscle it up, find yourself chilling at the Quick Trip.
I just thought of Jay and Silent Bob's leaning against a Quick Trip.
Yeah. But and if you want to do burnouts, feel free, because there's so damn much traffic they can't figure out who did it.
So that event is coming up July 20th.
Oh man.
Yeah, that makes it this weekend.
Yeah, I can't go. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
I would love to go to this event at least once, and there is one more before this year is out.
When?
Yeah. This one's gonna be too
October.
Hot. October?
There's one coming up in October. Okay. Drop that off because some of my slides are kind of pointless now.
October is a lot better Lindbergh cruise than July because it's hot.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah.
Well, I have 5 monster trucks to paint in the next couple weeks, so I am busy. I'm wrapped up.
I think I got a really big decision to make, because I would love to go to Lindbergh cruise because it's a fun spot to do burnouts and be noisy. And I also love to go to the track. Totally. And there's a race Saturday where my car fits the rule set and could be competitive, which are the things that you look at when you're entering a race. Do you fit the rule set? And can you be competitive? Or just can you fit the rule set and finish the race?
Or at least have fun.
Or at least finish the rule set and have fun. You're like, bro, just make up your own rules.
No, I'm a car show guy, so I would really love to go to Slamboree coming up in 2 weeks.
I haven't heard of her.
I need some snug tops and billet wheels and loud stereo systems, and I don't care what their quarter-mile ET is. That's I want to go to this. I want to see this. Show's been going on for years. It gets moved around so much that no one really knows where it's going to be from one year to the next. One year it was at the Hard Rock. One year it was at Shawnee, Oklahoma. This year it's going to be in Tulsa at the Osage Casino Hotel.
I think we're going to try to go to this. I think I'm going to take my family to this.
I think
really.
I think I really want to put some effort into this. This is the rejuvenation that I need to my brain to get me back to thinking about cars. I've been talking to you guys about drag racing so much that I've done forgot about cars.
What?
I'm not going to make it to this. I would love to make it to this because this is going to be part of the Woodward Dream Cruise. I think this might be taking the place of Motor Trend's event that they have there every year. I don't know if Motor Trend's going to be there this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this is all.
What's the deal that Gen 2 Garage is building the Dakota for, Bo?
That's for what? Zip tie drags? Is that what it's called?
Is that what it's for?
Is it zip tie drags? I don't know, man. I try to watch that, and
They're putting a something and a something else.
Yeah, Dodge gave them
Dodge Hurricane motor in a Dakota.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to watch it. I really know what they're doing, but it's a couple of the people on that show I just can't handle.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not Tommy.
I do want to see the World Burnout Championship. I think that would be awesome to watch. I don't know when the burnout competitions became like Australian rules, but I'm sure that's what they're aiming for with this, kind of like they do at Cletus and Cars and stuff like that. I don't know what the Power Fest is. I can only assume it's drag racing, and then of course there's the sick car show. But who cares? Because this is coming up in October. Going right through some of our favorite parts of the world.
Yeah, what a good lineup.
Yeah. Super good.
I mean, for us, really good.
Have you guys watched any of the videos of Tom Bailey out scouting the route?
Yes.
Scouted a little of that route myself.
There's a lot of things that he picked up on and he noticed while he was scouting that route that not a lot of people really pay attention to or give a damn about, whichever way you want to put that. I think this is going to be an awesome event. I think this one may be a little more torturous than Death Week was pretty bad because they went through Death Valley. But I think he's going to punish some people on this one. I think this one's going to be I think he's going to run some dirt roads on this one.
You think so?
Well, thank God I don't have a nice car.
Like, we live in Miami, so we know about the 9-foot wide concrete section of the Ribbon Road, which is the original Route 66. They kind of pointed that out when they were scouting the route. So I'm very curious if he's going to make everybody drive down that section.
I don't know.
And
hey,
it is.
If I can do anything about it, you may want to keep your car clean by come October.
Hey, I wouldn't be offended, but
I did see some pictures that Tim Gurley, what is it, Go Fast Photography, saw some pictures he took of the Nova.
Man, isn't it a nice car?
That paint match, no matter how much Bo has played it up, that paint match is so much better than I thought it was.
It's comical.
You can't tell.
It is. No, you cannot.
You cannot tell.
If I would have taken the time and prime that before I ground it down to bare metal, I put some filler on it, smoothed it out with some 80, 180, and then I spray painted it.
Yeah.
I mean, that
basically a professional resto job.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told John, I said, this is a temporary fix. This is to get you through because I can't handle the
and man, yeah.
15 more cans of engine enamel. We are there.
I had to carry a ball bat driving by the trailer park.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So John's doing 666. We know that. There's a good chance you're going to see. There's a good chance you're going to see the other two of us out there as well.
Yeah, I might be sitting next to John.
That'd be tits.
I'm going to be driving my car, just driving by back and forth next to John, flipping him off because I'm driving my car.
Yeah, I'm probably still going to be trying to figure out why my car won't run right at that point. So we're good. I'm happy.
We've all got something to look forward to.
Every one of us. All right. Let's get in marketplace.
We're not going to talk about Coder.
What?
I don't know where you're going with this, but I must say I'm intrigued.
I thought you were going to have a slide on King of the Open Road. Coder.
No, I forgot that.
Coder.
How many?
I forgot King of the Open Road. When is that?
4.
It's like the 2nd, 3rd. It's in August. It's in the single digits.
All right.
Single digits of August.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it, but I do want to bring it up. How it's funny that we're just totally ignoring one event. Anyway,
we're not.
You guys watch Finnegan or no?
It's not the event where Finnegan totaled the front end of Blasphemy, is it?
Yeah, he crashed it.
Totally crashed Blasphemy.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Sorry for
going like 2 miles an hour in the grass next to the return road.
It's crazy.
Totaled the car.
Hey, he posted earlier he's looking for fiberglass doors and a trunk lid because he's trying to lighten up Blasphemy.
Well,
I thought he already had fiberglass trunk lid.
He took all that stuff off, and now he's
Yeah.
and he went back.
Turns out going fast is important.
Yeah. So he's like,
that car ran like a steady 850.
He changed a bunch of stuff up. He was like, yes, I've already called all the fiberglass places. Everybody's 5 to 8 weeks out. I need something right now.
He's going to drag week.
I don't know.
We're close enough to drag week. I bet that's what he's doing. I bet he's setting up for drag week. All right, King of the Open Road, August 2nd through the 4th. Looks like it's Thunder Valley Raceway in Oklahoma or in Noble.
Noble, Oklahoma City adjacent.
Oklahoma City adjacent.
That'll be a good one, eh?
I think it would be a good one to go to.
And that's one I've been wanting to go to for a long time.
Same.
I think it'll be another good event.
All right.
All right.
Talk about Cooter.
He threw me off with that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I was like, when did we have this conversation?
Sorry.
Wrong show.
Before this goes any further, John, do the honors, please.
1995 Chevrolet Caprice Classic Wagon, 4-door, 5,000 doll hairs. Redonkulously smoking deal is what it should have said next. Instead, it said 5.7 LT1 383. You can't be a 5.7 and a 383 at the same time, brother.
Nope.
If ad is up, it's available. Clean title, no trades. Want gone ASAP. Runs and drives. Cold AC. It was a car I wanted to build, but don't have any time. All he needed to put, instead of all these other words, redonkulously smoking deal.
Or he could have just said, hey, Bo, come get this car.
Yeah. The ad could have been, hey, Bo, come get it. $5,000.
This would have been my daily driver. I would have gave my truck to my son who's 14 whenever he turned 16, and this would have been my daily driver. I went and bought it today.
I bet you dollars to donuts that the second I sent this ad, it was already gone.
Man.
By the time I pulled it up, it was sold.
Really?
Yeah.
Boing.
I'm not even like a bubble fan, but I like this car. I would daily this car.
Yeah.
I'd feel like Tim Allen daily in this car, but I'd daily.
I put one of them carpet dash covers on it.
Oh, yeah.
With your initials on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it just keeps getting better every time I look at it.
Does it have a rumble seat?
Ka-chow.
I couldn't remember. Yeah. That's nice.
It's got the peanut butter guts.
I bet you I would have to fight my wife for this car. I ended up driving a brand new Rogue.
I don't know.
My wife
the
would
only
be driving
downside.
I know you could wrestle her in it.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
The only downside is the interior is a little rough.
I can clean that
Man,
junk.
I think that's all fixable.
Yeah.
It is all fixable. I'm just saying.
Hey, yeah.
Like you probably wouldn't have to fight the wife until you cleaned it.
Hey, look how many square inches of dash is there right there?
A
And
lot.
it's a lot. You think
It's a
you'd
big-
fit?
I mean, maybe. I fit on a Penske dash. I don't know about this one.
He ain't lying.
This one's got a little more layback.
Yeah.
But man, this is a clean car. The interior is also clean. I mean, you can talk about it being roached out. It ain't.
It ain't that bad, man.
I mean, that deal's old.
Hey, for $5,000, it's not bad at all.
Jeez, no kidding.
And I'm not playing. I would have went and bought this. If I'd have saw this in
Yeah.
time, I really would have went and bought this car.
So,
Can't get the lid back on.
how many people, when you go to a foreign city, have to reset your location on Facebook Marketplace just to troll for what they got in that city?
I do it every time I go to Kansas City every other week. Change it.
First thing I did when I got to San Antonio, boom, new location. Let me see what they got.
Yep.
It already knows I'm a sucker for a Caprice or a wagon. So it throws some wagons up there.
Is this car a muscle car?
I'm gonna say no on that.
Nah.
Would it not be the leading edge of new muscle?
You can say that. I think you can say that. That's safe.
It's a muscle. It's not like the new one.
It's the bridge between Gen X and millennials. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some tweeners in there, and this is one.
Yeah.
All right. What's next? Bo, you want to hit this one?
Sure. It's a 1980 Mercury Capri RS. It's a Mustang.
It's a Mustang.
All steel body except hood, full tube chassis, narrow 9-inch, 456 gears, 4-link coilover rear, aluminum with some original interior. Got to see that. Really nice professional build. Could be show / street or raced. All lights work, so has glass windows. Car currently has a 770 horsepower, 540 cubic inch big block Chevy, turbo 400. Prices for turnkey. Couldn't even start to build a chassis like this for this price. Ready to sell. Tired of taking up room. 13.5. You can go racing or cruising tomorrow. And this is my jam. I don't know what.
When I saw this, that's immediately what I thought. I thought Bo's gonna love this one.
There's some crazy pearl on that deal. But
There is some crazy pearl.
I know, no kidding, would trade my wagon for this car.
Even with the Capri front end, I'm not crazy about the Capri front end.
That's real easy to swap out.
Yeah, that's true.
Mustang stuff swaps, just bolts right in.
And it's got a sunroof.
So, just out of curiosity, like when you look at a car like this, do you look at this and say, I'm going to buy that track car?
No, I look at cars like this and go, can I make this a driver? Can I take this on a drag and drive event? That's where I'm at.
With that motor setback?
Yeah, why couldn't you?
I don't know. What all class rules do you fit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this would be like in the unlimited street deal where I would never be competitive ever
Right.
with what it has.
That is a hell of a lot of setback. I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah, the
It does.
cowl's cut out.
Yeah. I mean, the air cleaner's damn near touching the windshield.
You'd
It
almost
does have
think
a
that.
horn.
Yeah,
And a radiator.
bet you that thing hooks on a frozen pond.
Has a semblance of a radiator.
Yeah, there's kind of
9 feet behind the radiator. It's got a water pump, real deal.
Yeah.
All right. The next one.
What if that deal's still for sale?
I don't know. I always try to take the location and the phone number out, and I know it wasn't sold.
Where was
Now-
it at? Where was it at?
I'd have to pull it up.
But
on
it's
my-
still in our history.
Well, I bet you I'm looking for it right now while we go through this next.
It's got that fancy moonroof
I don't like that actually.
clink clink deal that kind of makes it go up. And
That's
then
better
down.
than it being T-tops.
Is it though? I think I'd rather have T-tops.
John,
Be even better if it was a steel roof.
while Bo's looking this up, John, if you would please read the next ad.
1955 Chevrolet 210 Shorty, $20,800. Pretty much all it says.
So, disclaimer, if you want to know what this ad says, pause the video.
Pause it.
Old
read.
school Rhino clutch, tubular upper and lower control arms,
Ka-chow.
new gauges, Pro Car black vinyl bucket seats, Nomad rear fender opening panels for larger and wider tires. We're not going to bring it to you. It's weird. That's pretty much what it says. Oh, there's 9,000 words.
Ah,
But look at it. It's weird. 152 louvers.
That
That's why
is
the-
not Photoshop.
No, that's really what it looks like.
do you think the ad was so long because he's trying to justify what he did to this car?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's guilt. That's a guilt ad.
He
Yeah.
added a word to that ad for every inch he took out of the car.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
This is a shorty. Apparently, this is a thing.
It is.
People do this.
After clicking on this shorty a few times, trying to send it to the group, now my marketplace is full of shorties.
Oh no.
Yeah.
152 louvers in that hood. And I'm a louver guy. I like louvers. That might be a bit much.
So, like when you're riding in this car, or like say you buy this car, do you just take all the pictures like a 3/4 shot, like where you can't see the back half, and everybody really thinks you got a bitchin' Tri-5?
Oh, I found it.
The interior's okay. Those are Summit bucket seats. I got no problem with that.
Did you not read the ad, Fro? The Pro Cars
Oh, they're Pro Cars? Okay. Sold through Summit.
literally
Did you not-
said it in the ad.
Sold through
There's
Summit.
a whole sentence.
Through Summit.
Sold through Summit.
Interior's actually not that bad. I like the interior.
It's a kitschy, cool car,
It is.
and there is a mild following.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but
Hate to
that
beat on it too bad. Go ahead.
that Capri is 3 hours and 15 minutes away from where I'm at right now.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh man, I'm gonna end up with a stinking Capri. If he's in the wagons, I will anyway.
That's awesome. Basic small block. For any of you Tri-5 purists, obviously this is a V6 or an inline 6 car because the radiator is in front of the core sport. I will handle this one.
Good job, bro.
1966 Ford F600 flatbed bulldozer, $29,950. You are looking at a 1966 F600 with a 5.9 Cummins and a 5-speed with overdrive. Turns heads everywhere you go. Cold AC. Truck is very clean top to bottom. Polished 22.5-inch wheels. Good rubber. Drive this truck anywhere while pulling your toys. 8-inch stacks made into the headache rack. Sound great. All suspension was rebuilt when the truck was built and is ready for many dependable miles ahead. Asking $29,900. Don't be scared to make a reasonable offer. Fly in and drive it home. Or I do offer delivery. Good title.
Boom. Look at him. He's delivering another truck.
That is the manliest truck on the planet. This comes to us care of Britt. Britt sent this to me, and I was like, that is a hell of a truck. And he goes, I have absolutely no reason to own it, but I 100% want it.
Yeah. I can see that.
I mean, you could haul anything with this thing.
I'm usually not intimidated by vehicles. This one's intimidating.
Look at the exhaust.
I don't even not like the fancy stacks built into the bed.
I like it. I think it's
Yeah.
cool.
We were just talking about this the other night. I was like, I want to hate it so bad.
You can't.
Like you have to have a coal tune with those stacks. No doubt.
Quick update. I sent a message to the Capri guy. I really did.
By the end of this show, we should know more on the Capri.
Yeah, we'll see.
See how into wagons he is.
Yeah. Hey, here's the motor I'd want in any of my tow rigs.
I agree.
If I don't have John's truck, I want this.
For anybody who doesn't know, the 12-valve Cummins is like the easiest motor to swap on the face of the planet.
I mean, easier said than done. I don't want to.
Well, basically what it comes down to is just making room for it, because literally you can start this engine with 3 wires and it'll sit there and run sitting on the ground at the salvage yard. It's that simple.
Challenge accepted.
You give it fuel and constant power and arc off the starter and it'll run.
Wired up, fired up. It's good to
Pull a house off the foundation.
That's right. All right. Is there anything else we want to get into before we lock this thing down? Bo, do you own a Capri?
No, not yet. I sent you 2 ads.
I got both of those.
Yeah.
Those will go on the next show.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. Please keep sending those things to me. Once again, to the one jackhole who keeps sending me used furry suits, knock it off.
That's still a thing? Is that real? Guess he doesn't need furry suits. He needs jungle fro attire.
He's looking to have less fur.
As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and start a GoFundMe to get Fro completely waxed for the next event.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go ahead and get that started now. Because we're going to need
on
all that money.
I jumped on board for the Jungle Fro thing. I have worked with every idea you've ever had because it was good and it works for everybody. I am not winding up like Steve Carell.
Hey, I'm just kidding, because if you showed up all smooth and waxed, it'd just be weird.
Look like a plucked
Yeah,
chicken.
we can't both show up waxed.
Yeah, it'd be weird. Yeah. Right. People will question our friendship.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to go ahead and wrap this show up. Bo, you got anything to throw in?
No. Drive fast and eat cheese.
John, you got anything to throw in?
Nah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good night.
See ya.
Everybody love everybody.